Assalamu alaikum. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Sorry for the delay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is your girl, a beautiful sister. Welcome to my channel. Welcome. And if you're new here, welcome. And if you're not, thank you for joining me today. Thank you for coming back to see what your girl is talking about today. Well, I just wanted to get on here and share with you what's going on. A little bit about what's going on in the world, and also maybe do some Quranic reading. I haven't done that with you guys in a while. And I was thinking about something that I had read this morning, and it stood out to me. So I said, I'm definitely going to share this with you today. I'm reading Surah Al-Anam. Hope you can hear me clearly. Surah An Al Am Anam. Al-An'am, Ayat 105. Hope you can see me. I'm trying to adjust my lighting. It's pretty close, but for some reason, seems to be still kind of far away. Really don't know why. It seems to be low. Let me try to turn it back on. Give me a second. Let me just hold on 1 second, guys. Let's see if I turn it back on, turn it back off. Sometimes it gets brighter when I turn it back on. I don't know. No, it's not. It's okay. Anyway, whew. So yes, I'm reading Surah Al-An'am, Ayat 105. And as you see, the topic is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did this just for you, specifically, haters. It came to me today. This is what I read this morning. I'm going to read it to you. First in Arabic, then in English. Give me a second. I want to make sure I'm reading it correctly. Hold on 1 second. Okay, here it is. Mhm. Okay, it says, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو القادر على أن يبعث عليكم عذابا من فوقكم أو من تحت أرجلكم أو يلبسكم شيعا أنواع يضحك بعضكم بعض. Say, he has power to send torment to you from above or from under your feet, or to cover you with confusion in party strife, and make you to taste the violence of one another. I'm going to read it again. Say, he's telling Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, peace and blessings be upon him, to tell us, his messenger and the prophet, the final messenger and prophet, to tell us, he says to say to the enemy, to the disbelievers, to the haters. Say, he has power to send torment on you from above or from under your feet, or, oh, wait a minute, excuse me. That's powerful. And I didn't even pick this ayat. My phone jumped to that. So give me a second. That's actually the wrong ayat. Please forgive me. Hold on. That's ayat 65. Lord. And I just noticed it just now. Excuse me. I'm on ayat 1105. I did not pick that. I did not pick that. My phone jumped to that. So give me a second. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Wrong one. I'm on ayat 105. Lord have mercy. Give me a second. Give me a second. Oh my goodness. I didn't even realize it jumped to that. Till I looked down. Okay, hold on one second. Hold on one second. I'm going to read it. That wasn't even the right one. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Now it jumped to that by itself. I did not press that. I'm on ayat 105. Hold on. This is the ayat that I read this morning. I'm going to read it to you. Please forgive me. That was an error. Ayat 105, Surah Al-An'am. Okay? Wakadalika nusarifu ayati wali yakulu da rasta wali nube yinahu likaumin yu lamun. That's the correct one. Again, that's ayat 105. Thus we explain variously the verses so that they, meaning the disbeliever, the haters, may say, you have studied, meaning we studied the books, the scriptures of people, and brought the Quran from that. That's what they're going to say. So I'm going to read it again. Thus we explain variously the verses so that they may say, you have studied, and that we may make the matter clear for the people who have knowledge. Do you understand what that means? I really want you to hear and get it very clearly. Thus we explain variously the verses so that they, and it says in parentheses, the disbeliever, meaning the haters, the enemies, may say, they may say, you have studied, and in parentheses again, the books of the people, of the scripture, and brought this Quran from that, and that we may make the matter clear for the people who have knowledge. This is from the Creator. This is from the Creator. He's telling us. He's telling the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, peace and blessings be upon him, to tell us, basically, and it's similar to what we're going through right now. It seems to me, this literally came to me this morning. This is what we're going through literally right now. He knew the haters was going to say and do and act this way. He knew that. So he told the Prophet Muhammad to tell them this. Because he knew that that's what they were going to say. He knew this is how they were going to act. He knew they were going to be lying and being deceiving. He knew. God knows everything. And he also knew that they were going to say and go against him speaking about the Holy Quran and him speaking about scriptures from the previous faith, which was Christianity and Judaism. Yeah, of course. So he said to him, to tell them this. In other words, he's saying, I know. I knew you were going to say that. And here you go. The Holy Quran is the truth. Whether you haters, and I'm going to pause on that, whether you haters believe it or not, whether the naysayers believe it or not, because there's plenty of them, God lets us know right off the gate who a believer and a disbeliever is, so we could see you clearly. He literally pointed them out to us in detail. He gave us so much detail that you can't miss them. We see them every day. We see them every single day, whether it's in passing, whether it's on social media, whether it's on the TV. We hear them on the radio every single day. You know a disbeliever, just like you know somebody that's hating on you, just like you know somebody that's wicked and evil. You know, it's something about them that you cannot deny is off. You know? I used to hear people say stuff like this when I was younger about, and I'm going to speak on it, about Muslims when I was younger. When I was younger and I learned about Islam, I learned the very first uh, Muslims that I learned about, yes, was the ones that are in Afghanistan and in Mecca and stuff like that. Of course, Lebanon, all of the beautiful countries over there. I did learn about them, but I learned about them from history classes in school. But then I learned and I started learning about Brother Malcolm X. I love Brother Malcolm X. May God be pleased with him. Peace and blessings be upon him. He started telling us about it. And then I learned about the Nation of Islam from a family member. And we actually started going to the Nation of Islam as a group and as a family member, because my family member wanted us to learn. My family wanted us to learn and know the truth. And yes, I remember even going at one point, at one time, listening to Brother Louis Farrakhan. Yes, when he was younger, his very beginnings. I remember I used to go to the Nation very often with my uncle and my aunt, my cousins. And then we stopped going. And I knew why, but I didn't know why, you know? So after that, and it was many years later, God came to me later and he showed me that he wanted me to be a Muslim. Like I told you before, I would have never in a million years thought that God would have chose Islam for me as a way of life. But he did. He showed it to me plain and clear. It was no way to mistake that because I didn't have on a hijab before. He showed me a live vision of myself with the hijab. I said, wow, okay, alhamdulillah. And I asked him. The things that I used to hear about things that people used to say that were wicked and evil about Muslims. And it was very disturbing because for me growing up, I always said people are people. Now I knew that all people were not good people, all people were not bad. I knew there was all different types of people in the world, even bad people, even evil people, even wicked people. The same is good. There's levels. There is levels. And the part that was disturbing to me was the things that used to be said. Now, I I remember back when we had 9/11, and I sent all my condolences to all the people that lost their lives in their family members. I send my condolences to them. I have family members that were passed in that time. I myself almost perished in that those towers because I actually visited the towers literally the day before. So I have a very, very, very bittersweet uh, memory about 9/11. So I do empathize and sympathize with everyone that has hurt from that. It is that was the most horrific time and experience I ever experienced in my whole life. So yes, I'm still grieving with everyone that's grieving from that time. And I remember for 2, 3 years, 4 years probably straight, I did not go over there because I kept trying to understand what was the purpose of God saving me from going back. I literally was supposed to go back for a job interview the very next day, which was on 9/11. And for whatever reason, both me and a girlfriend of mine, we did not go. We both felt ill. For some strange reason, we both felt very ill, like not extreme, but just ill or tired. And we just decided to go another day. It was the weirdest thing, and it came literally out of nowhere. And we both felt it. So we didn't go. And I thank God because God saved us. He really saved us. And we had another friend actually that worked there, and he didn't. No, he actually did go to work, but he got out in time. So I told them, I said, God really did not want us to be hurt. He saved our life. I watched the whole thing on the news in horror, just screaming and hollering and crying. It was the worst experience. If you know, you know. So, yes, I send all my love and condolences to every family member, including my uncle. I have an uncle who lost his daughter. May God be pleased with her, and all the people that lost their lives. So, after that time, us being American, me being born and raised here, I grew up here in Brooklyn, and this is my home. I love my home, and I remember growing up and hearing all the little mean little things from some other people that were not from our country. I've heard all kinds of stereotypes. I've heard all kinds of horrible things. And then when 9/11 happened, the things that were said about the Muslim community was even worse. And my heart was already in the space of I had a genuine, pure love for the Muslim community. Now, it could be from the Nation of Islam. It could be from my experience with my family members that took me there. I have the most beautiful love and respect for the family members that took me with them and showed me that. My Uncle D, I love you. If you are here, you're listening to this message, I love you for sharing that with me and my family. I really do. Appreciate you so much for that. And my uncle, if you are listening, I really want you to come back. I know Allah wants you to come back to Islam. If you're not still in Islam, please come back. You know, check out the Sunni Muslim. I'm a Sunni Muslim. We are thriving and we are blessed, and Allah is with us very strong. This is the most intense experience I've ever experienced in my whole entire life, and I don't lie about these things. I can't because it's emotion. It's not just spiritual. It it can be heavy in our emotions. We become very sensitive. Anyone that loves God, we are like super sensitive, and everyone that's even more closer to Him, they're even more sensitive. So it's not something that you can't, I don't know anybody that loves God that could just turn that love off for him. The admiration, the respect, the appreciation. I don't know anyone. And I have never met anyone that can. It's once you love God, you love God. Once you connect to God, you connect to God. And you want to do everything in this life to please him, to be obedient and submissive to him. And you don't want to mess up. You just don't want to make errors. And that's how I feel about my faith and my religion, about God. And I don't want to disappoint the following previous prophets and messengers before me that he sent to help us. I don't want to disappoint them. I love them as well. I love the angels and I love every one of you. But I want us to know that we are supposed to be one of another and we are supposed to love one another. We are supposed to care for each other. He doesn't want us to be hateful towards each other. He doesn't want us to fight and kill each other. We all have one enemy, the same enemy, the same enemy, believe it or not. There are others, but you can choose. It's a choice. It's a choice, my brothers and sisters, my cousins. I love you. It's a choice. It's a choice. The things that I've heard people say over the years was really disturbing about Muslims. And I remember when I finally got the understanding and clarity of what God was guiding me to as far as my faith and my new way of life. And I remember sharing it with my mom. And I was just, I'm so excited, and I remember, I believe she responded something like, why would you put a target on your back? And I was just like, I was so taken back by that. And I'm gonna tell you why. I was taken back by that because of all the people in my life. I always thought my loved ones would understand and be grateful for me finding God, because I had a struggle in my youth, and I was not living my life like I told you. I was not living my life as the way I am now. I was living very much a sinful junior lifestyle. I was, if you're new here, yeah, I don't lie about nothing. I have to tell the truth because I'm one of those people that, what's the point of lying? Well, who's it helping? It ain't helping me. It never helped me. I used to get in trouble for lying, so I don't do the lying thing. I tell you the truth. Growing up, yeah. I've heard a million different horrible things about the Muslim community. And when 9/11 happened, that was one that just, I feel like it just kind of really put a real bitter taste in everyone in America's mouth about Muslims. So, yes, I understood why she responded that way. I just didn't understand. I guess I didn't understand her worry and concern at the time. I was just grateful that God chose me and he gave me this opportunity. I looked at it as an opportunity that I had been searching for from, I felt like, my whole life. And I was still kind of young. I was in my 30s, but I was still feeling that way. And yeah, I heard every type of horrible, negative, disrespectful thing that a person could say. But guess what? It wasn't something that was as bad as being called out your name because of your color. Hello, I'm dark skinned. I'm a beautiful chocolate sister. So yeah, I don't I don't think I've gotten treated. Sometimes I try to look at the two and figure out whether I've gotten treated worse because I'm a black woman, melanated sister, or because I'm a Muslim. I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to tell, but I believe, yeah, I got treated worse being a melanated sister than I actually get treated being a Muslima. I do get treated bad sometimes being a Muslima. People say some horrible things, and to see it over 20 years in the making right now, and I'm looking at it on the computer every day. I see it all on my phone, and the things that people say, and the comments in some of the other brothers and sisters' lives that I catch, you know, that are also Muslim. It's disturbing. And I hear and watch not only Muslims, because I love all of us. I check out my Christian brothers and sisters. I check out sometimes my Jewish brothers and sisters. I'm all over the place. I love people because I know that we are one of another. So I don't, even though I don't support a lot of bull crap. I just don't. I don't support lies. I'm not for racism, colorism, and that prejudice bull crap. I'm not an envious, hateful, jealous person. No, I don't do that. I'm not a troublemaker. I don't stand for bull crap. I stand for what is right in the eyes of God. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And I don't care who you are. If I see you saying or doing something that's not correct, and I know you, I'm gonna say something to you. I might even not know you and still look at you and say, "Hey, brother, sister, what's up? You okay? Don't do that. Don't say that." Now, yes, I've heard some nasty responses. The reason why I bring this up is because last week I had went out. A couple of weeks ago, I had went out, and I don't go outside often. Like I said, I don't go out that often. Now I know all the things that's going on in the world. I see, I hear, and I don't always get to catch up sometimes with all the latest things, but I do try to stay abreast of on everything, catching up on everything that's going on. I always try to stay up with the times of what's going on because I know what day and time of the world we are in. We are in the very end of we are in the last days. This is the last of it for us. So I know, and I spiritually can sense and feel the changes of things that's going on around us. I can sense it. I can feel it immediately. And now even more than ever. This last week, I've been hearing a lot of things. It's just a lot of stuff going on. And it's happening rapidly. So I wanted to share this with you because this message is to every disbelieving person, every hater. You are a hater. And if you don't figure it out, or you haven't figured it out, let me be the first to tell you, you are a hater. Stop being a hater. A hater is a disbeliever in the one that believes in God. You disbelieve God. You don't even believe God exists, the only one and only creator. You don't even believe in him. And I'm going to tell you why I'm saying that. Because how do you say you love God or you believe in God, which I know you don't? We all believers all know, we know that you don't. You like to pretend, and God tells us these things, so we know. How do you say you love God and all of this and that, but you do wicked, evil things? And then you try to make it seem like it was the right thing to do. That's not love. That's not love. That's not love. And that's not belief in the one that created us either. Because he gives us specific instruction. He gives us direction and guidance through his prophets, through his books. He gives it to us. Yes, he has been doing that from the beginning of time. He teaches us to be kind. He teaches us to be helpful. He teaches us to be patient. He teaches us to be loving and caring and nurturing, not just to people, but to animals and to the earth. So when I see or hear someone saying or doing something that I know is not kind, I'm going to tell you the truth. The first thought that comes to mind is, are you a God fearing person? Do you even believe God in God? Do you even know him? Do you talk to him? Do you know he exists? Do you know he can hear you? He could see you. He can hear you too. Guess what? He can not only hear you when your mouth is moving, he can hear you when your thoughts, in your thoughts. He know what you're thinking before you think it. Oh, how about this one? He know what you're going to say and think before you even said it and thought it. How about that? You might want to check that about yourself. And I see that's what a lot of fake and phony people that say they love God and they believe in God do. We see you. I want you to know we see you clearly. Yeah, you had us going for a little while. We really thought we could believe that you was a good person, and we found out you were not good. You were not very good. And you definitely don't love God, and you don't believe in what he's teaching us. You don't, and what he has sent down to us. You don't represent him. You don't support. You don't uphold him. You don't, none of that. You are bad, wicked, evil, disbelieving, hateful people. But again, what I learned, and I've been here almost a whole half a lifetime. Thank you, Allah. It is a choice that you and I can make of our own free will. Yes, I've been paying attention to some of the things that's been going on in the news lately. And yes, I saw the 4th of July. And right after that, the men in the mask marching in DC, letting everyone know, which is freedom of speech and their rights, letting us all know. Basically, they're not hiding anymore. They're not hiding anymore. Well, guess what? We already knew you were there. We knew. We always knew. We're not slow. Those of us that are awake, and we're fully awake, we're not slow. We know you're there. We know about the things that's going on. God gives us direct messages and signs. Not all people, but he does let us know clearly what's going on. Yeah, y'all had us fooled for a while. Y'all tried to mess us up. You tried to have us all discombobulated with the food and the water, and you're still doing it right now. We see you. Like I said, it's a choice. Like I said, it's a choice. It's a choice. You can choose to be good. You can choose to be bad. You can choose to be wicked and evil. You can choose to believe or not believe in the one and only true God. Now, I'm Muslim, and yes, I call him Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but I call him by all of his beautiful names that he tells us to call him by, his attributes. He is the most high, the most merciful, the most gracious, the most generous, all of that. Al Qadir, Al Karim, Al Rahman, Al Hayul Qayyum. That's just a little Arabic. Some of his most beautiful names. And he is everything in that and more. He truly is. He loves us so much. And I really don't think that a lot of people understand his mercy, his grace, and his love. You have to learn him. You have to get to know him. He is amazing, truly amazing. Now, I understand some of our cousins, as we have learned recently, that we are we have cousins out here that are not very nice and haven't been very kind to us melanated people, haven't been very kind. And there's some of our cousins that are absolutely amazing people. I have met some most amazing cousins, and their hearts are pure gold, the most sweetest people in the world, some of them. Now, I'm not talking to you, okay? Your family, we cool. We good. All right. Y'all just stay away from them crazy cousins, because them crazy cousins, yeah, I don't know. They cheese ain't right on the crackers. It's doing loopity loops on top of their cracker. Just get away from them. Mm-mm. Yeah, y'all be careful, because they come after you too. I know about that. I know a lot of things. I just don't speak on it. And there's a whole lot of things I don't know, but I'm learning. And by the grace of Allah and His mercy, He's been sharing with me so much more. So I'm sharing this message with you to let you know, haters, you've been warned. We see you. We all see you. And, you know, it's sad that in this day and age, even the haters, which clearly are disbelievers in the Most High, still don't get it. The majority of. Sad. It's the saddest thing to see. It is the saddest thing to see. I hear so many horrible comments of things that people say about, now we're singled out, completely singled out, you know, the Muslim community. I'm reading comments on different videos, and it's just disturbing. What do you have against us Muslims here in America? We love people. We are good, kind people. And this is what really trips me out. American born and raised Muslims, we are so kind and loving and generous and caring. I've met some of the most amazing Muslim brothers and sisters, and I'm not saying just from America, but from all other countries as well. Now, don't get me wrong, we got some rotten and bad apples in every nationality, every color, every race, every creed, every background from all over the world. So, of course, you're going to bump into some that ain't, you know, they probably not on the hawk, which we call the truth in Arabic, you know, or on their deen as well as they should be. You're not practicing good etiquette, good morals, and good manners. Just pray for them. That's what we're supposed to do. We pray for them. That's what I was taught even as a Christian. We pray for each other. We pray for us to do better. That's what we're supposed to do. Okay? I know the haters, the enemy, the disbelievers, and the enemies and the followers of the enemy, the number one enemy. You know who I'm talking about. They don't even really know how, some of them don't know how caught up they really are in that mess. But again, like I told you, just like there's a lot of us that are good and that are believers and followers of the Most High God, the only one and true God of everything, creator of everything, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yeah, there's also, hold on one second. Let me get this fire. There's also uh the same for the enemy. He has his soldiers, he has his followers and all of that as well. Yes, he does. And he tells them what to do, he gives them orders and instruction and all of that too. So, but again, like I said, just like it is for everyone else, it is for them as well to make a choice. We all actually still do have free will. God did not strip our brothers and sisters or our cousins from their free will, freedom of choice. So yeah, you can choose to be good and loving and kind and respectful to others. And it would be really nice if you were not so fake and phony about it. Why don't you just try to actually really do it? Like really do it. But, again, You have to change your heart in order to do that. Like I told the brother on the bus, one of my beautiful Latina brothers on the bus one day that was very disrespectful to me for no reason at all. I just got on the bus. He was the most nastiest man to me for no reason at all. In the wheelchair. Disturbing. And he said to me, "Oh," called me out my name and everything. Yes, and I sure did respond to him right back with some tasteful words, but it wasn't nothing inappropriate. I just literally said to him, "Your mama," because you don't even know me. Why are you talking to me like that? I don't know you. You don't know me, and I didn't say anything to warrant you disrespectfully talking to me or calling me out my name. And of course, it was just because of my appearance. You know how disturbing that is? Well, I just wanted to share with you. I experienced it again later on, recently, recently, by a man in the supermarket, a brother. This time it was both a brother and a sister. And I was very appalled. I didn't know what to say or do because I really was, it was just a shocking moment for me. And I was like, well, why? What was that about? The brothers, I'm in the supermarket and the brother sees me passing by. Now, I didn't have my walker at the time. I was pushing the shopping cart. And a brother, yeah, brother. Yes, I'm a sister, brother. Okay. And I love us. Okay. He seen me walking by, and because I'm wrapped and I'm in my wraps full, I didn't say anything to him. He didn't say too much. He was patiently waiting for me to pass, but I couldn't walk that fast because I'm my back was hurting really bad and my legs was a little stiff. So I was trying to move, but I couldn't move that fast. And I thought he was going to go around, but he decided to wait. It was two exits, brother. It was two exits. And all he had to do was walk alongside of me and go right around me to the other exit. But he chose to stand there and wait and be impatient, which I thought he was, and just was going to let me pass. Do you know this man said to me, "Oh, I'm trying to get the hell away from you." Excuse my French. "I'm trying to get the heck away from you, you terrorist." Yeah, that was my reaction. Terrorist. My first thought was, "Your mama." And I just said it just like that. "Your mama." He kept on walking. He didn't come back to say nothing. Now the young man that was with me, he was with me. Now, I didn't even call on him. Now, I had told him later. He was like, "You should have let me know. I would have stepped to him." I was like, "No, it's okay." I did get a moment of reflection where I believe God was letting me know not to do that because people are really tripping out here in the world right now. And I don't need to be being attacked randomly by people that are not right in their mind. He made me feel like he wasn't right in his mind. There's a lot of people out here that are not. So, of course, I encourage you all, including reminding myself to be careful. You know, another incident happened where I went down to the store. I happened to be sitting outside, and yes, my sister, I'm talking to you. You know who you are. If you see me, you see me. Don't be rude and nasty. Most Muslims are very patient, kind, loving people. We are peaceful people. Most of us. Very rarely, and I'm speaking even from my own experience, very rarely I will bump into a Muslim brother or sister and they're nasty. It's once in a while. It's once in a while. So, I don't know what that is. It's kind of disturbing to know that some American brothers and sisters are ignorant and they say some of the really most disrespectful things to us or treat us in a very disrespectful manner. I am not most Muslims. I'm not saying all of us. We do have a mix, diverse. uh, uh, culture of people here that are Muslim. Yes, we do. Because we have some from the other countries that also are here and they're working in some of the stores and the businesses and stuff like that. So yes, we are there's a mix. But the reality is there's more American Muslims here today. And I know that because I was born and raised here. And I'm talking about in all five of the main boroughs of New York: Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island, Bronx, Manhattan. Yeah. So, and I know I've seen the numbers grow. I watched it, and I'm so happy. And to see it evolving all over the world is the most amazing thing to see. It's beautiful. Allahu Akbar. I love that. It's absolutely beautiful. Now, I know you don't want to hear us speaking about God this way. It must rustle some of your feathers. I don't really know why. It makes you offend. It should not offend you that we're talking about God. That's very strange to me. I don't get offended when you talk about God and in any faith that you're in. Now, I know the truth about a lot of things, and I really pretty much try to keep it to myself unless the person asks me. Or I just really feel God is guiding me to share with them, to tell them the truth about some things. But for the most part, most Muslims, we respect other faiths. We let people be because it's not time for them to learn right now, or God want them to learn in another way or from someone else. Or he'll show them. He'll tell them. He'll let them know. He lets you know. I'm telling you, he lets you know. So I was at the store and I'm sitting outside. And when I tell you, this sister spotted me, but she was all the way down the block. It was a long block. I was sitting outside trying to get a little air and take a little break from the store. And I had to send the young man that was with me to the store to go get some more items that I had forgot at the last minute. So he went back inside. So I was sitting out there by myself in my walker. And the young lady walked by and was a beautiful melanated sister, just like the brother, beautiful melanated brother. I love to see us. I love my people. I love to see us. And we was just having a beautiful, it was a nice warm day. It was really nice. It was right before the second, I think the first heat wave. It was right before the first heat wave. Or it was like out towards the end or the middle of the second one, going right into the second one, I think. It was kind of still, it was really nice. Anyway, we went to the store. I'm sitting outside and she spots me from down the block. Now, I didn't see her go in her bag, but I wasn't looking at her like that. I just noticed her. There was nobody walking down the block. It's a very long block. And all of a sudden, I noticed her coming past me. And I was a little taken back. And I was like, all right, sister, I see you because I know what's going on in the world. People are being attacked. Women are being attacked. We're being targeted. So I got it. When I tell you, sis had a butcher knife the size of her whole forearm from hand to elbow almost. And I was not expecting that at all, but I understood it and I respected it. So I said, all right, sis, I see you, girl, like that. But I wasn't saying it like in a way to make her feel no way. So then I realized, oh, maybe she felt some way towards me because her reaction was nothing that I expected at all. This woman walked past me. She never stopped. She just kept on moving and she walked past me and she responded very nasty. I'm going to tell you what she said, but I'm going to keep the curse words out. She said, I don't know you. B. I'm like, whoa. I said, and I literally, as she's walking past me saying it, I said, wait, well, what? I said, wow, whoa. She said, I don't know you, B. And something about I'll stab you to F up like that. That's what she said. And then as she took the second set of steps past me now, she put the knife back in her bag and she kept on walking. She never stopped. And I just sat there. When I tell you, it took me a little minute. I'm going to be very honest. It took me a little minute to really let that sink in because I was thinking to say, Miss, I would have never said anything. I didn't say anything to deserve that. What was that for? But she really startled me to the point where I didn't even know how to respond. To be honest, I really was taken back by it. I was shocked, and I just was like, okay. And then I had to let it sink for a second, and I took it in, and I thought about it. And I let God help me to figure that one out. I was like, okay, people are really out here, really scared of even their own shadow because of everything that's going on. And yes, people are being attacked. And granted, I thought about it and I said, well, I am wrapped. She is right. She don't know me. And I spoke to her and it made her feel some way. So, okay, okay. And I just let it be. I let her go. I didn't say nothing else to her. Because it's like within those few minutes of me thinking about it, I kind of understood, you know? I wanted you to know that this is something that happens and it's happening more and more every day. Now, what I see is I could easily say, well, her and the man were both evil or hateful people or wicked or disbelievers, but I really don't know because I don't know either one of them. On a personal note, I don't. All I know is they are melanated like me. That's all I know. They both had a clear English accent. So I didn't know. I figured or thought that maybe they were from here. But I could be wrong completely about that because I know people from that were born here, but they actually are from other countries or their families are from other countries and they just have an American accent. So, I don't know. I learned to let people be and just learn people and take them as they are. I had to learn that. I was really disturbed by that. But the truth is, that is what a lot of people are feeling right now. And it bothers me that we as Muslims are being targeted and being disrespected and violated. Um, really bothers me. So it's not only us melanated brothers and sisters that's being targeted and disrespected and violated in every way. You know, now I feel like at one of the most highest ways, and we are not standing for that at all. So I do understand, us fighting back and if we have to. Of course, I am 100% in understanding of that. I feel the same way. But it is also still a choice to just pick and choose people to single out and to be mean to or say mean, hurtful things to, or even do mean and hurtful things. I've heard all kinds of things, disturbing, traumatical, crazy, hysterical things that people have been doing to our melanated brothers and sisters and to just our Muslim brothers and sisters. And I'm just really disturbed. But I know where that all comes from. Comes from evil, comes from the enemy. And the people act on it. And some of the people are just evil and wicked. There is really some people in the world that are like that. Those are the haters all together. It doesn't matter what race you are. It doesn't matter your color. It doesn't matter your creed. It doesn't matter how much money you have. None of that matters. Doesn't matter where you're from. That's what it is. And again, I don't promote, I don't support colorism or racism or prejudiceness in any way. I love all people. I embrace all people. But I am very fully aware of how the enemy moves and how he uses people to his advantage. So if you know, you know, and if you don't, you don't. Beware. The haters out there are real and they are showing up and showing out too. Stay away from us. If you feel that, just stay away from us. You don't have to be in our space. Why won't you leave? If you feel so much hate towards us, then leave us alone. That's another thing. A lot of the enemy's followers, I'm speaking specifically on those that are practicing hate. Those haters. We're going to say the haters. The disbelieving haters. That's what I'm going to say. Because that's what you are. The evil, disbelieving haters. You practice evil, you practice wickedness, you practice hate. That's where the racism and colorism and all of that crap comes from. Well, that's where it resonates from. Y'all practice that and y'all push that out. The enemy, he's the one that started that crap. Yeah. With the first people that he did it, tested it on, which was Cain and Abel. Peace and blessings be upon Abel. Yeah. So, for those out there that are actual haters, you really don't have anything better to do with your time. It's disturbingly sad. It's just sad. You're sad. You are sad. You are sad. You still don't get leave people alone. I'm going to tell you something. After those two instances where I got disrespected verbally from two strangers, yet still melanated people, and I'm saying to myself, but we are one of another. Because this is how I feel. Now, I can't speak for nobody else, but this is how I feel. We are one of another. We are brothers and sisters, literally, out here. We are. And cousins. Yes, we are. We are. First and second and third cousins. We are. And I love you. I love my brothers and sisters and my cousins. Yep, sure do. God loves us all. That's another thing. We have to stop not being connected and loving each other and caring about each other. Now I know we can't love and be unified with everybody, because I don't want to be unified with a cannibal, a murderer, a rapist, child, predator. No. I don't want to be friends and united with those type of people. I'm being honest. I don't. But for everyone else that I know you love the Most High, yeah, you all right with me, and I'm all right with you, brother and sis. I love you, cause I love you, for real. Now that's just how I feel about it. I don't know how anybody else feel about it, but that's how I feel about it. And yes, it's a whole lot going on in the world. We are doing a lot right now. All right. I just looked at something a couple of days ago about CERN, and they said that there was a CERN machine that they was using. They turned the machine off, and that blew my mind. We're gonna have to come back and talk to you. I'm gonna have to come back and talk about that one a little later. But I wanted to share that with you. I wanted to get back on yesterday and share that with you all yesterday. And I didn't get a chance. So I'm going to get back on here today. And I'm going to read this to you. And I woke up to this today. So I'm going to share this with the people today. Stop being a hater. Stop being envious. And that is envy and jealousy in its finest, in its purest, rarest form. That's what hate is. You are envious and you are jealous of people that God specifically chose for the purpose of what he chose them for, or whatever gifts that he gave us. You're mad about that. You're big mad. Oh, and from what I'm learning, some other things too you're mad about. But that's not our fault. That is not our fault. Not at all. What's really concerning to me is, why would you not go against the enemy? Why would you think that you could go against God and his believers and win? That's the part that blows my mind. But whatever, for those of you that are haters, for those of you that don't really grasp the understanding of what you seem to be doing, you like to pretend like you don't know what you're doing and you're not really grasping uh how serious the things that you're doing is, you know, you like to get up on these major platforms and up on the national news and say things that are very disturbing. Do you really think that God's believing people are going to stand for that? Especially us melanated people? No. Are you insane or just dumb? A little ignorant, stupid, or all of the above? I'm just saying. To all of my brothers and sisters out there and all my beautiful cousins that love us, I love you. It's time. It's time. I always tell you guys the truth here. You will always get nothing but the truth here and love and respect. Let's honor our previous and final and last prophet and all the prophets and represent the Most High the way we are supposed to. I don't agree with the some things like I see with the Asians. Yes, I know. And I am very hurt and heartbroken about what happened to my young nieces and nephews too. I'm devastated by that. Devastated. Uh, and I've also seen some other things not too long ago. Some of the people in the neighborhood, including my own child, almost experienced some bad things. People shooting in the neighborhood and running around with weapons and yeah. So it's not just one area. It's happening all over. And I've never thought in a million years that I would ever be concerned about any of my children experiencing that. But I always knew that that's a possibility. So I always pray for covering over them. It can happen. Well, in the neighborhood that I live in, which is not one of the best neighborhoods, it happens kind of often. Now it's happening even more. Yeah. So I definitely tell you all that are believers like me in the Most High, please cover and pray over your children for covering. Please. We definitely are experiencing major difficulties and technical, how to say difficulties. We are definitely in the true thick of it. Okay? All right. So I'm going to end here. I'm probably going to come back and do another live because I want to share what I wanted to share with you about CERN. Yeah, they turned the machine off. And I wanted to share some of that experience with you. For me, I really would like to say also, please pray for our elders, and really go check on them. I'm really concerned about a lot of our elders. I have to do some more phone calls and checking on some of my own elders. Yeah, I really want you all to be very safe out here. Please. I feel like God was giving me I was fading out for a second there. Sorry. I'm just thinking. I'm thinking about the elders. I was really emotional this morning and I was thinking heavily about my grandparents. I miss them so much. So much. And I wanted to just say, please check on your elders. Check on all of the seniors. Check on them. The heat wave was pretty bad. I didn't even get a chance to really call anybody. The heat wave had got me kind of messed up. I was not doing too good. So I said, well, I need to want to get cool and I get back to myself. I'm gonna give everybody a call, check on everybody, Check on everybody, please, please. Most of the elders in my family are pretty decently cared for, or they're in safe spaces. But I always like to make sure I'm checking on everybody. Just check on everybody. Please check on everybody, even the youth. Check on them. Check on them. You know what hurts me sometimes is I have a lot of family members that sometimes don't even think to check on me. And like I tell you all the time, I am physically disabled. And it kind of bothers me sometimes. Just sometimes. I do miss my family. And I told you, like I said, I live kind of far from everybody, and I really can't do a lot of up and down traveling because of my condition. It's my body paralyzes my legs and stuff, so I can't. It'd be too hard for me to do a lot of up and down. But I'm getting better, guys. Pray for me. I'm getting better every day. I'm getting a little stronger every day by the grace of God. And I'm working on myself. Right now my hands are numb. I'm working on myself though. And I'm gonna keep praying. So y'all keep praying for us. Let's just work on doing better. For those of you that know what you know, your eyes is open, you're wide awake, and you believe in the Most High, it's okay. You don't have to be afraid of your own shadow. I know it's a lot going on. This is the time for us to be more prepared and alert. Stop walking around thinking that you need to be on attack mode with everybody that you cross a path with. That is not everybody's not an enemy and not out to get you. That is called paranoia. Don't be paranoid. It's okay to be on point. Definitely be on point. Even I am always on point. Be on point. Don't you step out your house and not be on point. I'm on point in my house. So, yes, be on point. Pay attention. Be alert. But you don't have to think that everyone is out to get you. Now, I know it's a lot of stuff going on. We got the people. I seen the video with the man underneath the lady car, waiting in the parking lot, stalking you. I told you some of my horror stories. Some people do some really crazy stuff. This is true. People are kidnapping people. So yes, I always tell you to be careful, not to scare you, but to let you know what's going on and that you need to be on point about stuff. And yeah, now is the time where a lot of us believers should not be always in the street. That is just the truth. If you are a person that of faith and belief in God, you will know that. It's in the book. Each one of them, it is in the book. I'm telling you, it's in the Bible, the Torah, the Quran. Yes, it is. The book of Revelations. The Quran is the book of Revelations from in detail. It confirms everything that the previous prophet Jesus, peace be upon him, taught us. And Moses and all the others. Yep. It sure does. In detail. But you don't have to take my word for it. You can just do your own research. I know I hear a lot of things about that too. People just don't want to believe in the truth. It's right in your face. When I read the Quran, there's nothing in there that says, "Oh, that's a lie, this and that." Blah, blah, blah. Nothing. I don't get that. Now, yes, I can get the difference between, colorism and racism. Of course, I see that. Even some of the difference with the words, and yeah, I see all of that. But when it comes to the truth, yeah, I see that clearly. I don't get I don't get the lies. I don't God makes it very plain and clear for me. And if I don't get it right then and there, I ask him and he clarifies it for me. If he wants me to learn it right then and there. So, to all of my brothers and sisters all over the world, you know what time it is. Let's do what we got to do. And anybody that's here that's disrespecting us, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Okay? Stop disrespecting us. We are very sick and tired of that. We are done with it. It's not going to happen anymore. Yes, and if you are doing it, and you are not from this country, I'm telling you right now, we will ban you from. We are done. We will ban you. We will ban you from our country. Get up out of here. You got to go. Bye. Bye. I'm just telling you. It is it. I have seen it with my own two eyes. Okay, so you have been warned. You have been warned. Get your act together. Anyway, I'm going to leave you with that. And I'll come back and probably do another video and talk to you about CERN. For those of you that may not know what that is, we're definitely going to have a chat about that. Please, please, please be careful. Be careful. Especially my sisters. Be careful. I have seen and heard horrible stories. And watch your children. Lock your doors. Put extra locks on your doors for safety and security. I know it's warm. You know, you don't want to have the doors closed, but please. I just seen another video of a young man, and I send my deepest condolences to this brother who just lost his daughter in the swimming pool. And I'm so heartbroken behind that. I'm so sorry for your loss, brother, and your family. I send you my condolences. Beautiful little baby girl. He lost his daughter on Father's Day that just passed. Broke my heart. Beautiful little girl. And he and his family had to leave. They left the house. It was just too much. And I understand that. And I've been hearing more things every day. It just gets worse. And the tragedies and the murders. And I am so sick of it. How do you hurt children? We're going to talk about it. I'll probably come back on here a little later and share some more things with you. I got to go get some water because my hands is numb. They hurting. They red. Oh, but I love you. And if you're new here, hit that like, share, and subscribe button if you like what you hear and you like what you see. I'm here for you, and I hope that you hear for me. I'm going to pray for you. You pray for me, okay? I want us to do better in every way. And no, every Muslim, just because you see us wrapped, I'm wrapped for Allah. I'm wrapped for God. This is a cover and protection for me, for God. It brings me closer to God. That's why we wear our veils. It takes away vanity. And it also protects us from the dangers of sick, evil, wicked men. That's the truth. And it teaches us modesty. It's very good for us, actually. You know, and it helps us to restrain ourselves too from certain things. Sometimes like talking to people, which is a lesson I'm still learning. Me being a very loving, kind, caring person, I'm friendly. I say hello, good morning, how you doing? I like to compliment my brothers and sisters when I see them, and just people. You know, I'm an animal lover. I'm a people's people. I'm a sister. I always tell you that, and I love on you. I'm gonna send you love wherever I go. I'm gonna spread love wherever I go. I've been like this my whole life. I ain't gonna stop loving and being a kind person because somebody else is having a bad day. Sometimes I just say, "Well, honey, you okay? You having a bad day? You want to talk about it?" I don't walk past people and seen them boohoo crying, and I want to sit next to them, just ask them, just are you all right? Would you need some water? My kids tell me I care too much. On that note, I'm going to say I love you for the sake of Allah. May God be with you, strengthen you, cover you, and protect you. And you keep praying. I know I will. And on that note, assalamu alaikum. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. You know who it is. It's your girl, a beautiful sister. Thank you for tuning in. I love you all. Have a good day. Have a good day.